Hello. Hi, guys out there. I'm just getting ready here. And great. Yes. So thank you. And welcome to our web chat for Young Lupians. I'm Leslie Tierney. I'm the Vice President of Operations for the Lupus Foundation of America, Greater Ohio chapter. And I'm very pleased to come to you guys today. This is an event that we do live. It's designed for adolescents ages 8 to 18 who are affected by lupus, and of course, their guardians, their loved ones, family members, older people with lupus are welcome to join with us. But we meet the third Saturday of every month at 2 o'clock. And we bring up topics and we just chat and we have fun. So I welcome you to come join along with me. So great. So thanks for viewing this. If you're stopping by, hi. Today's activity, we're going to be learning on how to do book covers. We're going to be covering our favorite book. Maybe that's a textbook that we're using for school, or maybe it's just your favorite book that you have that you want to protect. And that's what I've done. I've selected a couple of my favorite books that I want to share with you guys. So that the things you'll need today, you'll need a book, you'll need a bag with a handle. So that's my little niche today. We're going to be covering books with a handle so you can carry it with you. So again, a book, a bag with a handle, you'll need a pair of scissors, and you're going to need some tape. So super simple stuff that you probably have around the house. Maybe a couple of your books are getting worn out and you want to protect that cover. So you can join with me today in doing this activity. So great. Yeah, so hopefully you can pull out those things, or maybe you were prepared and you saw the post of the things you needed. But I did pick out a couple of my favorite books that I wanted to share with you. So I actually, Charlotte's Web is actually one of my favorite books growing up as a child. If you haven't read it, definitely check it out. It's a good read. And this is actually a special book to me because it was gifted to my daughter by her Aunt Jackie, and we haven't seen her in a while, but I just, give her a little shout out when I picked it up. She wrote a little inscription on it. And I thought that would be a nice way to, maybe you're missing someone and you're thinking of them, and maybe you want to lend them your favorite book or get them a book and put a little inscription on the inside, and maybe put a book cover on it and drop it off at their house and just let them know you're thinking of them. So yeah, we just wanted to say, hey, thanks Aunt Jackie for gifting this book to us. And actually I'm going to be working with it today. So just thinking of you out there. And then the other book that I wanted to do, so I picked two different size books, but truly they are my favorite books. Another book that I'll be covering is a new book for me. This is called The Mindful Wonders, a book about mindfulness using the wonders of nature. And this is a special book. I've been reading it to my daughter, and it's great because it's teaching our kids, the youth out there, about just being mindfulness. This is a special book because I actually know the author. She's a young, up-and-coming new children's book author, and her name is Michelle Zivkoff, and I actually went to school with her. So this is a really great read. And so I picked up this book, and I have read it to my daughter a couple times. I decided today's topic will be on mindfulness. That's something that I frequently talk about with our lupus patients out there, just being mindful. So, thanks for inspiring me, Michelle, to talk about mindfulness. I do think it's super important, and maybe someone out there wants to pick it up for their kiddos to help them learn about being mindful. And so, today's topic, I'm going to try to cover books and talk to you guys about mindfulness. But, what does mindfulness really mean? Some people might not know that. Maybe you don't know. But mindfulness is it's paying attention, to something. Maybe it's nature. Maybe it's being present in the moment, talking with someone that's with you, just being mindful and present. It means slowing down and just really noticing the things around you. Being mindful is being the opposite of rushing. You know, it always feels like we're hurrying up to do this or that, or we're trying to fix up something in the house or clean something, or, you know, hurry up to do something. And it just teaches us to slow down a little bit, you know, and how to multitask and balance. Those are big things that we all need in our life. So, you know, when you're mindful, you're just taking time. You're able to focus more, and maybe find easier ways to do things because you're not stressed. And stress is something that we all really need to learn how to manage, right? There's good stress and there's bad stress. The bad stress is the stuff that you kind of pile on yourself, and you're giving yourself worries and things that don't really need to be there. And being mindful of the stress that you don't need, right? You could push that aside and say that doesn't have any place for you here. And realizing the good kinds of stress is, you know, trying to get to appointments on time, trying to make a date. Maybe it's to sign on school on time. I know a lot of kids out there are doing online learning. School's definitely different this year. You know, we have to be mindful of our feelings and talking to our family or that adult in our life that can help us manage those feelings. So, you know, being present and being mindful of it. And for our adults out there, you know, we could teach our kids how to be mindful and to meditate. And I was doing a little bit of research ahead of time, and they're saying, you know, you could teach kids to start meditating as young as 3 and 4 years old. I've never done that, but, you know, maybe if we start that off at a young age, we can teach our kids how to be less stressed and to be mindful. It teaches our kids to pay attention and really just slow down. So I think it's great to live in the moment. And the moment right now is we're covering books and talking about mindfulness. So any people out there want to chat with me and you know, talk about being mindful? Great. So I just want to make sure we are all good here. And yep, we're still going live. So, okay. All right. So how to cover a book. So I'm going to do my small book here today. And so when you select a bag, you want to make sure, my dog's back here jingling around, and I apologize, but that's okay. You want to make sure that your book actually fits in it. So when you're testing this out, you know, you don't want a book too small. So I have a couple different sizes here, and I've already tested this, so I know it fits. So let's see. So I know this fits, and I just want to make sure that I am going live here. Yeah, so okay, you want to make sure that it fits in your bag. And so I had this other pretty purple sparkly one, but it's a little bit too small for this. So I'm doing my rainbow colors today. So what I actually do, right, I'm measuring it out, and I actually have, for the Mindful Wonders, I have a bigger bag that I want to go. So I just tested it out, and it's big enough to cover, right? So that's great. Okay, so what I do is I need my scissors, and there's a seam along this side of the bag. I'm just going to cut straight down and cut a line straight down there, which is super simple. I'm just following the inseam of the bag. And if you're joining me, we are having the WTYL. It is a lupus chat for young Lupians. This program is designed for adolescents, for children between the ages of 8 and 18. Although if you are a lupus patient, you can join with me and chat. Today's activity is we're covering books, and today's topic is being full. And I chose that topic because it's one of my favorite books right now. A young author, Michelle Zivkoff, wrote a book about mindful wonders. It's a book about mindfulness and using nature, using the wonders of nature. And so I think that's a great thing for us to all learn, you know, kids and adults, to learn about being mindful and how to meditate and taking our time and learning how to breathe. Those are things that we should all be doing. So, okay, so I cut the inseam of my bag, and you can see it's just straight down, and actually it's quite perfect because these flaps are what we'll be using to tuck the book in there. Oh, and I see my friend Sonia say hi. Alvarez is saying hello. Hola, chica. Thinking of you, my friend. I know some tough times are coming your way, but sending you much love, my friend. So thanks for chiming in and saying hi, Sonia. We're making book covers, rather. Okay, so you can see I've cut my bag in half, and the goal here is to be able to carry the bag around. So you can see here, I just line up the handles. I think you can see it. Let's make sure. You can line up the handles here, and really kind of place it where you want it to be. I want mine to be, see, more in the center. You see how it's a little far shifted off? So I'm going to bring my book center with those handles, and I'm going to take the binding of the book and tape it. So I'll show you what I mean. So I just took the center, and I'm going to tape that down. So I'm actually making a binding, a center binding, and I'll show you once I'm done folding it. It's a bit like origami, folding stuff over. But I think it's fun, and I picked a bag that's kind of bright and fun. I have a brown paper bag for my other book, and you know, you could have fun with that and maybe decorate the cover. Take some like markers or crayons or stickers and kind of decorate the book how you best see fit. So let me show you what I did here. So I just folded it. I just folded the binding of the book there. And what I'm going to do is tape it. So that's where the tape comes in handy. And let's see. So, speaking of being mindful, I know it can be a little stressful out there. And I'm just checking in with everyone. How's everyone doing? Are we checking in with our feelings? Are we talking to people? Or are we kind of hiding out? Which is easy to do. You know, so hopefully you can jump on platforms like this chat and reach out to the Lupus Foundation and just let us know how you're doing. We actually have 20 patient navigators throughout the state checking in with everyone, giving a call. So if you've ever reached out to the office, perhaps you're getting calls from the patient navigator. And literally, we are just calling to check in to see how you're doing. We definitely miss everyone. Times are changing. Things are a lot different for the organization. The virtual Walk to End Lupus Now is, you know, coming up. And it's actually in a little less than a month, 10/10/20, and we're going all virtual. So I don't know if you guys have seen it, but we hope you can join us. Okay. So here's what we have. I've made my binding a little bit closer because I wanted my handles more in the middle of the book. And what I'm going to do is just take the cover of the book, and slip it right into that crease. And I'm going to take the bottom and tuck it in. So it looks like this. I'm just going to tape it. So another little piece of tape right on the corner there. Hopefully I have enough tape for my project. And I hope, you know, you guys are able to enjoy these little videos that we're doing. You know, we're just trying to find fun ways to connect with each other and just have some fun and just be with one another. So, okay. And then I'm just going to take the other side and tape it. and put, same thing I did with the front, tuck the back cover into the sleeve and just tape it, which I already have a piece of tape there. And guess what? Voila, there you have it. So here's a fun way, and I know it still looks like a gift, so that's why I thought, you know, a great thing to do would be, maybe you want to gift a book. You could already come handy in the bag, and then when you sign the inside of there, you could give a little inscription, like my Aunt Jackie did to give to my daughter, and it's already wrapped for you. So you could do this with any textbook. You could do it with your favorite book. Again, you know, we're just trying to have some fun, looking for ways to protect our books and have fun. And so let's just make sure if anyone out there has any questions or wants to chime in. I see a few people are viewing, and I appreciate Sonia stopping by to say hello. That's always great. It's good to have friends check in. And let me just double check to see here. Bear with me just a second. Yep. Okay. Here we go. This is what I want. So, you know, our young people out there with lupus, if you want to get involved with the organization, you know, reach out to us. Let us know what you're thinking. If you need anything, you can always contact the office, 1-888-NO-LUPUS. You can email us at info@lupusgreaterohio.org. We definitely are here to help you and talk with you. You know, of course, you talk with your parents, have them reach out to us and see what kind of programs we can get involved with. It would be great to have you and your family on a certain Saturday that you want to join us and maybe chat together and chat with other young people with lupus and just get the word out there that we meet the third Saturday of every month and we have fun topics. Today's topic was talking about mindfulness, and we were covering our books to help protect them. If you could see here, here's a fun, you know, you could take this out and about, take it to out with you on a walk and just find a nice spot to just sit down and read. And I think this is a fun way to protect your books. And today's topic was about being mindful. Sometimes we just need to slow down and take deep breaths. Stress is something that's normal in our life, and maybe right now we're just having a little bit higher stress than we normally would, getting back to school, maybe learning a new way of schooling, doing some online schooling can be difficult for some people, or maybe some people are going half time, half online, half in school. You know, I hope everyone out there is doing well and feeling safe. But we definitely, you know, want to be able to have a platform for us to come together and chat and talk. And I wanted to share a couple things with you. So let me see if I could share my screen here. A couple of the things, let's see if this works. Some of the things I wanted to share with you guys about is if you are a young person with lupus, there's definitely, you know, a platform for you to be with us here. So here's some kids at our advocacy. About 2 years ago, we went to Capitol Hill and we had our kids share with us, and they had a voice. It was great to have them talk to legislation, talk to our state representatives. And, you know, these kids aren't old enough to vote, but it definitely helps spread the story that we're trying to educate our public officials about what lupus is, and that lupus does affect young people with lupus. And so these young people were able to talk with representatives, go to the state house, go to the Senate, and really make a difference in the life of lupus patients out there. And so I just want to let you know, you have a voice. You can share how you're feeling with us. You can join with us. There's many ways for you to be involved with the organization. And so these chats on the third Saturday of every month is really designed for our young kids with lupus between the ages of 8 and 18 to just have a platform to step forward and chat. So I also want to remind you, and let me switch up my screen a little bit. There we are. I just want to remind you that we have a program September 24th. Again, anyone that is looking for more education and information, and perhaps this can be a family event. We have the Pediatric Lupus, What to Expect. That's Saturday, September 24th at 7:30. And if you want to join that, you could just go to our Facebook page or our chapter website, lupusgreaterohio.org, and you'll be able to register for that event. So it is a webinar, it's a chat. We have a physician coming to chat with us about it. And we do have a Facebook sign-up page. And let's see if I can navigate there. Let's just see real quick, share my screen. And can I select this guy? Bear with me as I have it come up. Well, there is an event page that you can sign up on. If I could pull it up again, it will be September 24th, and we welcome you to come join us for that symposium. Let's see if I can get it up here. There we go. And here it is. So again, navigating a pediatric lupus journey. It's a webinar. It's actually a 4-part series. The first one will be on September 24th at 7:30 to 8:30. So if you want to go ahead and join, just check out our event page on Facebook or go to lupusgreaterohio.org for you to go ahead and register for that event. Or you can give us a call if you need any help. Any parents out there that want to attend this event and maybe need a little bit more information, it's free. It's open to the public. Some great resources and information are always available to you. And we will be having Dr. Sandy Burnham speak to our families about pediatric lupus and what to expect. Maybe you're newly diagnosed kid out there and your family wants to step forward and hear from a physician talk. We have that platform for you. So this is great. Let me go ahead and remove that. And I just want to remind you guys, reach out if you need anything. Be mindful that the Lupus Foundation of America Greater Ohio chapter is here for you. And if you get a phone call from a number that you might not recognize and we leave you a voicemail, call us back because we're just out there. We have a team of patient navigators trained and wanting to talk with you and really just check in. And this is more for the parents out there, just pick up the phone and see what they have to say. If you have kids with lupus out there and you want to be joining in on a program, let us know. Eventually, we'll get back to in-person meetings, and we want to have fun gatherings with you. So we'll be doing that, soon. It's going to happen soon. So thanks for joining me. And, today's topic was activity was covering books. If you missed it, you can go ahead and rewatch that. My favorite current book is The Mindful Wonders, a book on mindfulness using the wonders of nature by Michelle Zivkoff. And this is one of my favorite ones just to teach our kiddos on how to be mindful, slow down, and be aware of what's around us. And maybe start giving us some ways to learn how to cope and manage with stress. If we can teach it young, it's a tool that we'll have for a lifetime. And I am a big advocate for deep breathing exercises and being mindful. We have other people that come out and help us. Maybe you've seen the latest copy of the Living with Lupus Now magazine. We did a special cover with Lisa Fleming, who is also a yoga instructor and did some mindful meditation with us online a couple months ago. So with that brings me to a conclusion of my program. I want to thank you for joining me. If you missed it or you want to reach out, pick up that phone and give us a call at 1-888-NO-LUPUS, or give us an email, shoot us an email at info@lupusgreaterohio.org. Our office is open Monday through Friday, so if you leave us a message, we'll definitely get back to you. But I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun. Be safe and be well. Take care, guys. Bye.